Good morning, everyone. I sure hope your week's off to a great start. You know, we had a great day yesterday and talking about our fathers and father figures and male role models. We talked a lot about how this world is in desperate need of men who lead and who rise up to the responsibilities that God has given them. And so we talked a lot from Proverbs chapter 3 yesterday. And it's interesting that the text that we went to is a father's encouragement and instruction to his son. And each of the passage of the 12 verses, all of them are in couplets. So it means there are 6 sets of 2 verses. The verses have some instruction, and then they have the why of what happens as a result of that instruction. And then there's the concept later in the scriptures about how important it is for us to model those behaviors. And so we talked about that 3-dimensional approach to fatherhood. And really, when you get down to it, it's not so much just about fathers. It's about us receiving the instructions from God in the same way. So he gives us those instructions. Things like trust in the Lord with all your heart and don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him. And the next part of it, why do we do that? Because he'll make our path straight. When you think about that, what does that mean? The idea is that, you know, there's a curvy road that we're maybe going down, and that we're making choices, and though we're moving toward God, we're kind of getting sidetracked along the way. But God says when we put our confidence in him, and literally that trust means to fall down at the feet of God and wait for his instructions. And we trust him and we acknowledge his presence in our lives and his hand at work in our lives all along the way. It says he makes those paths straighter. He gives us a more direct route to him. He pulls us closer. We're reminded of passages like, draw near to God and he'll draw near to you. And so in thinking about that, the action item for all of us this week is simply put those 3 things. Look at the instruction that God has given us. Find out the why. What is the nurturing part? What do I have to do to reinforce that in my life? And then what can I do to model those things? Now, if you're a father, I hope that you're doing that for your children, that you're teaching them God's precepts. You're helping them understand the why of it. And then you yourself are modeling those things. But just as a Christian, you can do the same thing. You can take the instructions God says, understand why that blessing is there for us or why that instruction is there for us. And then you can also commit to it and know that God is going to work in great ways in your life because you've modeled that behavior. In doing so, you know, the Bible talks about us, you know, leading with love and faithfulness. Faithfulness in the sense of loyalty to God and loyalty to other people and consistent in our pattern, but then also love in that we value other people along the way. Those kinds of things are always going to get you the thing that God says is going to get you, success and favor with God and man. And so I hope this week that you're thinking about those things, and that action item is simple. It's instruction, nurture, and then it's model. And I hope that this week, as you go about your daily walk, and as you go about times and opportunities where you can teach and share with other people, that you'll use that model in helping direct people closer to God. I hope you have a great week. I want you to know we love you so much. We're praying for you. We're looking forward to this next week. We're going to start a whole new series on the book of Esther. And Andrew and I are both pretty pumped about that study. And so we look forward to seeing you again on Sunday. Have a great week and just know we're praying for you. Take care.